Welcome back. I wanted to show you one other package. Mind you, we have a video coming up on useful built-in packages in Python, and we'll go over some of my favorites. But I want to show you one that's a little bit different than what we've seen, which is random. And this one is called sys for system. Now, import sys, if I do something like, let's say print sys, and I click run, I get a module sys built in. And sys is a really, really useful one that you're going to see a lot of. Now, with sys, you can do something really interesting. For example, sys has something called argv. And argv gives you some interesting powers. You see, up until this point, we've just kind of ran our code inside our IDE. But what if we had a terminal here on our desktop? And by the way, see over here that we have the venv. Again, something that we'll cover, so don't worry. Now, in here, I have a 1.py file, which is completely empty. It doesn't do anything. So let's just open that up. I'm going to open it up with Sublime Text just because it'll be easy. And in here, I'll just say print hi. So this is a Python file that lives on my desktop. So I'm going to save that. And imagine here that I did Python 3 and then do 1.py. If I ran this, I get hi from my terminal because this file's on desktop and I ran the Python interpreter on this. But what if I wanted to do something interesting? What if I wanted to give parameters to this file? Perhaps say that my name is Andre. Well, with sys.argv, we can actually access those. And I can give it as many parameters as I want. So let's give it another one like this. Let's go back to 1.py. Once again, open up with Sublime. And in here, I'm going to import sys.argv, and I can access these parameters like this by an index. So 0 index will be Andre, and 1 index will be Nague. So let's try that. I'm going to say first equals sys.rgv 0, and then last will be sys.rgv 1. So that now I can do an f string and say hi first, then last. Just like that. So if I save this and now go back to here and ran my file like this, all right, I get hi 1.py Andre. And I made a little bit of a mistake here. It looks like the first index is actually the file name. And then you get the optional names. So it's an easy fix, right? All we have to do is say 1 and 2. If I save that and click run, look at that. I get hi, Andre, Nague. Now, using this knowledge that we've gathered so far, I want you to use the built-in module, this sys and the RGV, to build a game. I want a game where I can run it like this from the terminal or the command prompt, where it's going to ask me for an input and say, hey, guess a number between 1 and 10. And it's going to let me keep guessing until I get that number right. So you might want to use, I don't know, the random module that we've learned. So take a break, try to create that. Now, this game, beyond just asking for a user's input and giving you a guess, 1 to 10, can also be customized. So that instead of just, let's say, running the file, I can also do something like Python 3, run the file. Let's say that this test file is going to be called randomgame.py that we're going to write. And in here, I can give it options of, let's say, 1 and 100. And this program is going to take, using sys.argv, the number from start to end. So this game is going to be really difficult because we're going to try and guess a number 1 to 100, or 1 to, let's say, 2, which makes the game really simple. So again, the goal is for you to write a program, call it randomgain.py, ask a user to guess a number, let's say between 1 and 10, get that information, try to randomly generate a number 1 to 10. The user is going to be asked, when I get prompted, hey, I want you to guess a number 1 to 10. And from there, we're going to keep guessing until I get it right, and hopefully at the end say, you're a genius. Or if I keep getting it wrong, well, it's going to keep asking me until I get it right, and maybe do a couple of validation as well to make sure that the user actually enters what we want. Good luck, and I'll see you in the answer video.